Welcome to the Crafty Chandler, Peter. We are here as we're a We Love Sport registered pub with Heineken, and you've agreed to take part in your dream five-a-side team.
Yeah.
So the rules are 5 players and a manager. So first of all, let's start with the formation. What sort of formation are we going to play?
Okay, I think I'll just go for one defender, because there's no real need for defenders in this team.
Right, go for goals.
Yeah, one defender, I'll have 2 and one up top.
Yeah, and then ball can't go over head height, so make sure you take that in consideration.
Right, okay, so I don't get in the team then.
First of all, who would be the gaffer? You've played for some great managers, Rafa Benitez, Harry Redknapp. Who are we going to go for? Any others you want to?
Rafa, Harry, I enjoy playing for Sven, Graham Taylor, Graham Ricks,
Fabio
Capello. There's quite, there's a few over the years. I'd have to pick Harry.
Harry. You seem to follow Harry everywhere you went. Was there a special relationship with Harry at all?
Yeah, it was, but he signed me a couple of times, but he also sold me a couple of times as well. So, it was a bit of both, but I just always felt he got the best out of me. He just believed in me and played me. So I'd have to pick him.
Yeah, and we hear Rafa Benitez was very tactical. Did you always understand what he was going on about with all his tactical decisions, or was he quite hard to play with? Or
no, he was good. I mean, he was fantastic. I mean, probably the best sort of technical manager that I've worked for. I loved working with him. Yeah, I mean, he could talk to you about football and ideas and tactics all day. I mean, it was his passion. He loved it. But yeah, I mean, sometimes there were times I thought maybe we overdid it. I thought we had a good side. I thought sometimes we'd just go out and beat teams, but there was always a shape, there's always a structure, and that it's what brought him success.
And did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think that Harry Redknapp would become king of the jungle?
No, not my wildest dreams. My wildest dreams, I don't think he would enter the jungle, but let alone win it. But I think if you know him, he can be tough, as I've known. He can come down on you in the dressing room if you haven't played well, but out there he was a lot more relaxed, and I think people saw him for who he is.
Something you see yourself doing in the future, the jungle?
Well, I don't know about that. I'd rather not, but you never know. It looks fun, but it looks tough.
Yeah, definitely. So on to goalkeeper. Again, plenty of goalkeepers to choose from. Pepe Reina, Herrera Gomez, you've got David James at Pompey. Who would be between the sticks for you?
Yeah, David James I loved. Like you say, Gomez, some good goalkeepers over the years. But Pepe Reina for me was the best. With his feet. Obviously, I'm getting a few characters in my team as well, so he's a good lad as well. Yeah. And
how important is it to have a reliable goalkeeper in this side? Does that breed confidence for the whole side?
Oh yeah, without doubt. I mean, there was a spell at Liverpool where he was on fire. Some great shot stopper. He was commanding. Although he wasn't the biggest, he was still commanding, and he was a good lad as well. So
a lot of communication as well.
Loads of communication. Yeah, I mean, he embraced it. Coming to England, it was like. He was an adopted Scouser.
Yeah. So there we go. We got the manager, we got the goalkeeper, onto the defence. So you're only going to play one at the back.
I'm going to play one at the back.
So it's going to be a really tough decision.
Yeah.
Loads to choose from.
Yeah, there's loads. Yeah. I mean, I came right through with John Terry, awesome defender.
What was he like as a leader in the team?
Proper leader, absolute leader. But the one probably doesn't get as much credit for me was Ledley King, and that's who I'd play. I came through with Ledley at Tottenham, and we were 14 when we first played together, and obviously went all the way through. He stayed at Tottenham. I went here, there, and everywhere, and came back, and he was still in the same position I left him. But what a player! I mean, when we were kids, just different level. I mean, he could play anywhere on the football pitch, and I think he had so much natural ability. Yeah. Although he was a big, strong, tough defender, I mean, he was a proper player.
If he had avoided all his injuries, would he be right up there with the best?
Well, like right up there. I think. I mean, he was incredible anyway, dealing with the injuries he had, which started at quite an early age. He did well to have the career he had, really. But genuinely, one of the most skillful players, talented players that I've ever worked with.
And if Spurs had kept Ledley King fit, how far could that team have gone, do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, over the course of all the teams that he played for. I mean, we had a great era when I was there, and Ledley was a big part of that. And although we had him, it was difficult because we were in Europe. You know, he couldn't play 2 games a week. He could only play 1. So yeah, I think we would have gone probably further because he was the best defender at the club by far.
So we're lining up a solid team here. Got Rayner in goal, Ledley King at the back. Now we're getting onto the exciting positions.
Yeah, okay.
So we're playing 2 in midfield, well, 1 in midfield and then 2 up front, aren't we?
Yeah, this is a difficult one. I mean, I could do with more players really, but I'll pick Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard would be in there. My skipper, my father's side team.
Yeah.
Just I think for me the best player I've played with. We're here in Liverpool, was an absolute legend. Around these parts.
Was it different playing alongside Stevie G for Liverpool than it was with England? Was it? Did he have a different mentality for England?
Playing for Liverpool, you know, Liverpool's like it definitely. I wouldn't say it meant more, but it's, you know, he's from here, and you know, it's his club. He's captain, and I think if you grow up around these parts, you know, either blue or red, and it's in your blood, and that was definitely true of Stevie. Although, you know, I played, he was still the best player, you know, at England for me as well.
Yeah, and you played in front of some great midfields. Who was the better midfield to play in front of? Was it Liverpool or was it Spurs? Because Spurs, you had Modric, you had Van der Vaart. Liverpool, you had Alonso, you had Gerrard. So much creativity in those midfields.
Oh, so much. I mean, you can't really pick them with, you know, different players. But like you said, the Modric's, the Alonso's, Van der Vaart's, Bale's. Gerrard, Mascherano at one time. You know, I mean, they're all top midfielders. So I've got so many players there. England as well, obviously playing with Lampard and you know, Beckham. An incredible midfield. So you know, I've been blessed to play with players like that.
Football and royalty, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're all legends. But Stevie G would 100% be in there. And next to him, I think I'd have Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale.
Yeah, just because. We need a bit of pace in there, I think, and I mean, he's certainly got that.
Yeah. So Gareth Bale, you mentioned him. If you were in his position right now with everything going on at Real Madrid, what would you do?
Well, he's at one of the best football clubs in the world, so I don't think you leave there unless it's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's what's going on. You know, only they know really, but. I mean, he should be playing football. I mean, he's too talented not to be.
He's right in his peak now as well.
Yeah, and if it's not there, then hopefully it's somewhere else. But it's hard to leave Real Madrid once you're there. It's difficult to leave, I think.
Yeah. So great team so far, really strong, lots of goals in it. Final position, striker. You're not going to put yourself in there.
No, I've played with better players than me. I'm going to put Fernando Torres in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Just because when I was at Liverpool, he came and he was just an absolute fire. And obviously things after that didn't go so well. But when he came to Liverpool, I mean, I was watching things that were just incredible.
What would you like to play alongside?
Yeah, awesome. I mean, you know, unfortunately we didn't play together a lot. It was more, you know, Torres would be up front and Stevie G would be just behind, and a lot of the time I spent on the bench. That's why I had to end up leaving, really. But yeah, I mean, when he was there, he was just first class. I mean, just his pace, his strength, the goals he scored, you know, everything about him. And you know, he never really replicated that form again. But it was when I was there, he was electric.
And who did you feel you had the best strike partnership with? You played with Jermaine Defoe quite a lot.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney for England. Was there anybody that had really good chemistry for him?
Yeah, me and Defoe had. I think we probably scored the most goals together. I think a combination for England, for Portsmouth, for Tottenham. We scored goals, and both of us when we played together. But as a connection, probably Van der Vaart, I think, was probably my favourite partner. I always seemed to be setting him up for goals, and vice versa. He was so clever to play with. You know, like it made my job a hell of a lot easier, really, and he made me look good at times.
Brilliant. I'll tell you what, that is a hell of a team. So Pepe Reina in goal, Ledley King at the back, Steven Gerrard in the midfield, and with Gareth Bale, and up front Fernando Torres. Hell of a team. I wouldn't like to take that team on at all.
I'm pleased with it.
Thank you very much, Pete.
Top man.
Pleasure.
Cheers. Thank you.